You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Monday the 16th of November 2025 and you are indeed listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. And as I said yesterday, all things being well, I would be recording today in Jersey, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So today we flew to Nice and then back, and then we flew to Jersey, and long old day. So I started work at 10:25. Had to leave home at 7:30 though. So 10:25 we reported, and we got to the hotel just after 9 o'clock. So quite a long day, but yeah, it was good. I can't really talk too much about work, but so the things I need to do over the next couple of days are kind of what I mentioned yesterday. So I'm not going to be doing any writing. Certainly not today or tomorrow, I wouldn't have thought. And then the days after that would just depend on how much other stuff I get done. So the first thing, I am finally managing to actually find some time to do some reading. So one of my Twitch followers and someone who I think occasionally listens to this podcast, I've been supposedly reading his book for the last little while, and it's not that the book's not interesting me. I've just had so much else on, so I'm finally cracking on with it, and I read a good 70 pages today, and so I've now read a flashback to something that happened just after the war, and then somebody else has gone missing, and yeah, I'm really curious because it's trying to guess what's going to happen next, and it's very good at confounding me. But I really want to know, and I know it probably doesn't seem like I want to know what happens next because I just haven't been reading it. But that is purely down to things outside my control that have impacted on my just life. Really, as I say, I spent nearly a week away from home that I wasn't expecting to sort of support a friend of mine, and stuff like that. But yeah, so no, I am enjoying it. I'm just about halfway through now, slightly less than halfway through. But I've read a big chunk this evening, and my plan is tomorrow we land into Heathrow, and then we've got a good 2 hours where I haven't got anything to do. So it's about, I think, maybe an hour and a half before the next flight. So I'm going to just basically find somewhere quiet to sit in Terminal 5 and carry on reading. So I will easily hit the halfway point and then some tomorrow and keep going. But yeah, it's very interesting. I really want to know what's happened to the second person that now isn't there. I don't want to say too much. So that's really good. So yeah, my plan is to try and get this finished in the next couple of days. Today is the 16th, and then on the 19th, I'm interviewing Peter O'Mahony, whose author's name is P.A. O'Mahony, who wrote the book The Taming of the Bard that I went to the launch of last week. Oh God, it was last week. So he's going to talk to me a little bit about his book, hopefully on the 19th. And I might not put it out as the podcast for the 19th. As I've said, I might end up putting it out at the weekend or something. But we shall see. Trying to think what else I can say. I've got 2.5 minutes still to talk. Got to the hotel, hadn't eaten much today. So went to the bar and had a salmon sandwich, which was actually very expensive, but quite nice. And a couple of pints of lemonade, because one of the things I'm really bad at when I'm working is getting around to, drinking. Particularly that last flight, it was a short flight and it was non-stop. And also, we were running a bit behind schedule on the second flight, so we didn't have much of a turnaround time between the second flight and the third flight. So tomorrow, as long as we leave on time, there should be quite a big gap. I'm just going to quickly look on my roster and see if I can work it out. Let me have a look. Yeah, so we're due to land good grief, we're due to land at 11:55, and then the next flight doesn't leave until 3:20. and you usually arrive at the aircraft about 40 minutes before you leave. So that's at sort of 2:40. So yeah, I'm going to have a couple of hours. As long as the flight from Jersey arrives on time, I'm going to have a couple of hours before we fly off to Dublin. So yes, so my plan will be to read a big chunk more of the book, and then as I say, I just need to by the 19th, even if I have to read it on the 19th, because it's not a massively long book. I will try and get that other book read. And then I've promised another Twitch follower that I'll read something of hers. I've already read an earlier draft of it, and the first bit was good, and then it was really obvious the second bit hadn't had as much sort of time and effort put into it. So, and she acknowledged that herself, that's not me being nasty. So she's done that work now, so I've promised I'll have a look, but it's just, I've got so much on at the moment, it's just trying to find the time. So 19th is the day I've got a local book meeting and hopefully interviewing Peter. 18th I'm free, but I'm just going to read. And then 20th I won't get much reading done because I'm meeting a friend in London, and I'm staying there, and actually staying there overnight because I'm going to Singapore the following day. So I'm basically going to doze. We'll go out for a walk or something in the morning and then have a little doze. I'll have a little doze rather before my evening flight to Singapore. I think I'm going to, because I'm allowed 2 days more this month where I don't do a podcast. I've overrun very slightly, sorry, despite the fact I had nothing to say. So I think what I'll probably do is take the 20th and the 21st off. So I'll do a podcast on the 19th, take the 20th and 21st off, and come back on the 22nd when I'm in Singapore. Anyway, that's me from Jersey. Tomorrow, all being well, I'll talk to you from home. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.